Hello everyone. I would like to welcome you all in the lecture series of Python programming. In this video, I'm going to discuss most important previous year and model question papers related to the subject Introduction to Python Programming. So far we have completed almost complete syllabus prescribed by the University Vtu. Also, in this coming session, I'm going to solve some problems, also some programs. Next, I'm directly planning to start with the module number 2, that is list. So before that, I would like to have a review questions, and this is really helpful if you watch completely. This will be very helpful for appearing for or preparation for the forthcoming examination. Let's get started. As you can observe, the important questions. First one is list the salient features of Python programming. You can write what are the salient features. At least 6 points you can remember. Similarly, explain the syntax of flow control statement. Okay, what are the flow control statements? You can explain about what first you mentioned about what are the flow control statements. We require conditional statements and like a loop is required. Okay, break and continue. So you have to explain in brief. Other one is actually write a Python program to calculate area of the circle, rectangle, triangle. Remember the formula. That's more than sufficient. If you remember the formula and call the variable, and you can do some operators also you should know. Correct. What is a function? How do you define a function in Python? Then explain with a suitable example. So you have to explain about function, duty of function, two type of function, how to define user-defined function with the help of a simple example. And we have done the video about that. Another one is explain local and a global scope variable in Python. That is most important. You can expect the similar kind of problem or similar kind of questions in the forthcoming examination. Explain exception handling. How exception handling in Python. Write a Python program with the exception handling to code to solve divided by zero division error. So those things we have worked out in the last session. Demonstrate with example print, input, string, replication, etc. So all are function only. Okay. String replication, that is just like a string method, one of the string method. You have to explain in brief. With the help of suitable example. Explain elif. Elif is also known as else, if else statement. Then while statement, then break and continue. Need for break and continue with a suitable example. But better you should have a good example. Break and continue both are opposite. You can give a suitable example, necessary example. Write a Python program to check whether the given number of even or odd. You can use like a two-way condition, like if else condition you can use. If else is also known as elif. How can we pass the parameters in the user-defined function? Passing of parameters, those things you can explain very easily. We have done the video regarding those questions also. Another one is demonstrate the concept of exception handling. Implement a code with the prompt the user for Celsius temperature, convert the temperature into Fahrenheit, print out the converted temperature by handling exception. Program, if you want, I will do a separate video. Give the comments. If you require separate program means I can do it. So these are the simple examples. Okay. There is a formula to convert the conversion of like Celsius to Fahrenheit and vice versa. There is a formula. You remember the formula, then remaining you can use the conditions, and you need to use like exception handling statements like accept, try, etc. Like if any decimal or some points are like mentioned. Then explain with the example code snippets with I think this comes to next module. Demonstrate the use of break and continue using code snippet. List the defined user comparison operator. You have to prepare the list and define the comparison. What are the comparison operators? Explain the comparison operators. And similarly, you have to solve the following example. For example, 2 star 3. That's nothing but 2 to the power 3. Exponential. Okay, 2 raised to 3. Then like 20 modulo 6. So that will be what is a remainder you can calculate. 20 divided by 6. Okay, the forward division. You can say like 3. What is the user-defined function? Write the function to check the given number is prime or not. That is also very simple. Okay, you can make use of user. Start with the DEF. Okay, so these are the important questions you can remember. So I request everybody to note down this question and try to solve separately. So prepare your own like paper. You write everything in your paper and you can recall. Okay. So now we are going to discuss about some model question paper. So you can see the model question paper like module 1. With a Python programming example, explain the syntax of control statement, flow diagram of break and continue statement. Draw the flow chart. You are expected to draw the flow chart with a clear explanation. Explain 2 ways of importing the module. Import, you can use the keyword import with the help of suitable example, you can explain. Write a function to calculate the factorial of a number. Okay, you can use like user-defined function, and you can start with a calculation of factorial of a number. Other one is actually explain the loop control statement. Okay, what are the examples of loop control statement? You have to explain in brief. Then develop a Python program to calculate the Fibonacci series. Okay, similarly, you can solve like exception. So exception handling statement you can explain. Okay, develop a Python program to read the true value from the console and calls a function div exp. Explain for scope rules. Okay, scope regarding the local scope and global scope. You can write some rules. Okay, with a suitable example. So these are the few questions you can expect from the model model question paper, which is already prescribed by the university. You can see another set of model question paper, which is just for your reference, prescribed by the university. What is arithmetic expression? Arithmetic, simple arithmetic, 1 plus 2, 3 plus 2, 3 star 2, like that. What is the output of the statement? Hello world, then plus 100. How are you? Explain the reason if the statement produces error or not. Okay. Now we can hello world is a string, 100 is an integer. Okay. Then how are you? That is another string. Correct. How the string operation will be done. You should know the basics of string. Then discuss various methods of importing the modules in Python programming. Which method is best? You have to mention at least two ways of importing the module. Okay. But lambda function and all we'll discuss afterwards. Not belonged. I think whenever they are preparing the question paper, it has been swapped. It's not in the right module. What is flow control statement? Discuss if-else statement with the flow chart. Flow control statement, because if you want to come out of the program, if you want to control the program, suppose if you want to get the result, or if you want to come out of the loop, we require this flow control statement. You have to explain if condition. One-way statement, if-else condition is for two-way statement. You can explain simple block diagram. For example, if rainy, is it rainy? If it is rainy means you have to bring the umbrella. If not, you have to wait. Like that, you can simple example you can explain. Then what is a Python program to add n number and accept it from the user? Okay. You need to know the input function. Then how to the program to add n numbers. Formula. If you know the formula with that input function, then you can make out this. How can you prevent Python program from crashing? That is actually will be discussed in the fourth module or fifth module. Right now we are not discussing, because while they're preparing now it has been swapped. No need to worry about that. At present we are focusing only on module 1. Now you may look at the another question paper which is happened in the year of June, July 23. Here, list and explain the math operators used in Python programming. Very simple one only, math operator. What are the plus, star, okay, in forward division, integer operation, all those things you can explain. Write a Python program to check whether the given number is even or odd. That's also very simple. If-else statement you can use. With an example, explain the user-defined function. What is user-defined function? For example, whatever you want. For example, def, add a comma b. That add become a function right now. Then explain with help of following built-in function. Print, then len, input. Okay, all those things are very easy only. Print is for displaying the output. Input is for accepting the number or accepting the information from the users. Len actually to measure the length. Okay. Then how to handle the exception Python? Very simple. Exception. What is exception handling? We need to explain about except, try, etc. Those statements you have to explain. And you can explain with help of some example. Conversion of Fahrenheit to degree or degree to Fahrenheit. Then zero division error. Those things you can explain. Fine. For example, 1 by 0. We don't know the answer. It's not defined. Okay, such kind of cases, how to handle such kind of cases in Python. Write a program to print even numbers using the step size, the range. That's also simple only. So these are the things you need to remember, like important question from previous year question paper. Now we would like to see the question paper which has happened in the year of January, February. During the event semester, they have conducted the examination. At that time, we can observe some question. Write the need for role of proceeding, illustrate the precedence in Python programming. I'm not sure about it's in the first module or not. We have to find out. Okay. Right now, please keep it pending. Let me go for question number 1B. Explain the local and the global scope with a suitable example. Most important. Similarly, develop a Python program to Fibonacci series. If you want, we'll do separately. We'll do the program separately, no issues. Question number 2A. What are functions? Explain the Python function with the parameters and return statements. Define exception handling. How exceptions are handled in Python using the exception handling statements. We have try, except, etc. Then else is also another exception handling. Write a program to solve zero division error. Okay, zero division error. Simple one only. You can use like those statements. Develop a Python program to calculate the area of triangle and rectangular. If you know the like input function, then formula, print, that program you can easily solve at any point of time. So like this, you can expect the question. It's not so complicated. Module 1 is bit lengthy, but everything is fundamentals only. So that you can manage it easily. So please don't ignore. Please make note of all the points which I suggested. You can prepare accordingly. So if you have any doubts regarding those points, you can put up in the comment box. Anyway, I'll be doing the programming part also. No issues. Anyway, let me start with the new module list in the forthcoming session. Okay. At the meantime, let me solve some numerical like programming, etc. So that will be really helpful for you. So you can write your comments in the comment box so that I can prepare the things or prepare the stuff for the forthcoming days. Okay. Thank you so much for watching this video. Happy learning.